Alright, welcome. This is going to be a rematch of the 6th unofficial community game of 2023. The first game only lasted 3.5 turns, and we decided to run it back. With one notable exception, Stevie Mac was unable to participate in this game, so myself, Cobra, will be playing as Russia and the United States, and Mannix will be reprising his role as the United Kingdom. Plank Boy is back as Germany, and Gwen Lord of Cinder is back as Japan. And again, if you'd like to be a part of these community games, go over to Mannix's Discord server. I'll put the link in the description. We periodically host these, and we try to get new players all the time. So go over there if you want to participate. And with that, let's get right into the gameplay. All right, Russia, round number 1. So we're going to do the standard. We did 2 tanks and 4 artillery. I'm sorry, 2 tanks and 4 infantry. And we're going to do the 912, which is the standard attack. For Russia, we're just going to hope that we kill everything. What the hell's going on here? All right, 912 done. Yep, here we go. Oh, fuck me. My God. All right, well. All right, that's the end of Russia round 1. As horrifying as it was, we'll see you guys back for the end of the game. Or round 2. All right, USA round 1. So, Germany took back Ukraine, stacked Karelia, and they had a great C-Zone 7. And then United Kingdom, when they went, had an absolutely disastrous C-Zone 17 and lost everything. Battleship survived, which really puts us behind the 8 ball. Japan did the standard Japan moves. He did buy transports, looking like Japan, India round 3 timing. And then he also put stuff in 47 here, obviously, so I can't just put my fleet from Hawaii in 45 and get the fighters over to India, because I think I counted this. So these fighters here that are in Kwangtung, they can actually reach 45, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, they can get to 45. And with this aircraft carrier in range, 2 of those fighters can go. And then these 2 fighters can go 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can actually attack this with 4 fighters, a battleship, a sub, a cruiser, and an aircraft carrier. I did the math, and a bomber. I did the math on it, and I lose badly. So we can't do the 45 to send planes over to India. So this may be a quick game, but we're going to do some things, try to help out in Africa. And also, we don't have any planes that we can land in Russia because of the turn of events that happened over the rest of the round. So we're going to have to back out of West Russia this turn. But we're going to try to take some stuff as we do. So, alright, for the combat move, we're going to take 1 infantry and 1 guy. And we're going to take 1 transport. We're effectively sacking this transport because these 6 planes have range and this bomber has range. We don't have enough to defend it anyway. We're not going to leave 1 destroyer out here to get murdered. But we're only sending it there so that we can send guys to Africa. Maybe he'll mess around and take time doing this while we can fortify Africa here. So that's kind of the reasoning behind that. It's not a great reason, but it's something. Let's see here. And that's the only thing I want to do as far as attacking. Alright. Alright, so the non-com, the cruiser's going here. We're going to take our infantry and our tank, go down to 23, and go to French West Africa. That's the other thing we did is, by taking Morocco, the bomber can't range C-Zone 23. Yeah, so we've essentially protected this from getting murdered so that we can at least have a transport back again. We'll send our destroyer. I guess we'll send the destroyer down there to accompany it. And then everything's backing off. Let's see here. So everything's going over here. Oh, our purchase was 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 transports, and an aircraft carrier. So that being said, we need to put our planes into C-Zone 11, except our bomber, which will go to the United Kingdom. We'll move this guy back 1. We'll move these 2 guys up 1. This guy will go over here to Canada. Alright, I think that's it. Yep. Alright. Oh, nope. Sorry. Our fighter here is going to Russia. Oh no, never mind that. Sorry about that. Our fighter's going to India. These guys are going to Kazakh, but they're going to head down to Africa. Alright. Mobilize the aircraft carrier, the 2 transports, the artilleries, and the infantry. And USA will be done. Alright, for Russia, we're going to buy 5 artillery and 2 infantry. Just to get us some hitting power when they do end up stacking West Russia. We're going to want to hit this back. So we're going to take 2 guys and a fighter. And then we're going to take another 2 guys and the other fighter and attack these 2. And then everyone's falling back. I think this bomber might have range of 13. I gotta double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this bomber can actually range 13, which is fine. We knew this guy was getting sacked, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, but that's it. Alrighty. What else are we doing here? I think that's it. Alright. All right. Fighters go back to Russia. AA gun, tank, artillery, these 5 guys, and this AA gun, everybody goes back to Russia. 1 guy goes into Russia. This guy goes into Novo, and these 3 guys back off into Ivanki. Yeah, not looking great, but I think it's all we can do. So let's do that. And our 5 artillery and our 2 infantry go into... Oh shit. Hang on a second. I don't want to do that. Oh, let's put 2 guys there. All right. Not ideal, but not too terrifying. That is going to be the end of USA 1 and Russia 2, and I'll see you guys back for USA 2. Alright, USA round number 2. So, Germany has positioned itself to take the Caucasus, unless we do something about it. But he's also stacked Karelia pretty good. Japan is moving forward, but he moved forward light. But then again, I need to know, maybe I should hit this with the 3 guys or hit this. I really don't want him to build up, but we got to figure out a way to defend India, and we're going to defend the Caucasus with our combo, Russia, and these 2 guys. So, Japan went ahead and bought more transports, and 2 more transports and 6 infantry. They may do an Alaska play, or they may, what will that be up to? That'll be up to 2, 3, 5. He's got 5 transports, so he can shuttle 10 guys now. That's probably an Alaska play, because you can't build 10 guys. Or he's going to start maybe sending stuff down here to try to take... maybe jump over here and try to take Africa, support the Africa. That might be what the play is. They're going to hit Africa. That might be the play. All right. For America, we just went ahead and bought 2 tanks, 2 infantry, 2 artilleries, and 2 transports. We're going to throw the tanks in western United States because they can bounce over here to be loaded onto transports if they need to, and then we'll effectively dead zone Alaska, because if he lands lightly in Alaska with 4 guys, we'll use our infantry and our tanks to kill it. And then we'll move our subs back 1 to 65 to defend that. Everything else is going hard to the Atlantic, though. So first thing we're going to do is bomb Germany. And we're going to take Algeria. And I think that's all the combat we're going to do with America. Alright. The bombing raid did 2 IPCs of damage, which kind of sucks. I'm not sure if it's ever really a good idea to risk a bomber, but sometimes I think it is. Alright, we'll move our 2 Americans into the Caucasus. We'll move our tank down here, and we'll move our infantry up. And then we'll take 1 infantry and 1 artillery. Go to 23 with 1 transport. Drop them in French West Africa. Our destroyer will go up to 10. Our transport will go up to 10. These guys will go up to Canada. And 1 of these infantry will go to Canada. So we'll have 4 guys. We'll move our fleet up to 10. This transport up to 10. Our fighters are going to Morocco because our other 2 fighters will go up here. And then our aircraft carrier will move to 18, our destroyer to 11, our battleship to 11. Our destroyer into 18, and our transport into 11. And our subs will go to 65. All right. We're going to mobilize our transports. We'll put our tanks in western United States. Our artillery and infantry will go into eastern United States. Actually, you know what? Let's put one tank there and 1 there. We're going to actually have 3 transports there, so we can pick up the tank and send it over to maybe Africa. Maybe we can send the tank to Africa, because we're probably going to need it to start fighting this stuff off. All right. Alright, for Russia, we're going to buy 9 infantry. We're going to use 2 infantry and 1 artillery and 2 fighters. And hit West Russia. And then, God, I want to do this so bad, but I don't know if I want to go that way. I think these 2 guys here will stem the flow. I think they will. All right. I think that's all I want to do is attack, keep that. Alright, combat was great. We didn't lose anybody in West Russia. We'll fly our fighters to the Caucasus. We'll move 1 infantry down to Novo. We'll move our 3 tanks. And we'll move 5 infantry and 1 artillery. So we'll have, I don't know, it's going to be close. All right. If we move that stuff in there, we have 10 infantry. 10 infantry, 1 artillery, 3 tanks. Yeah, 3 tanks. 3 fighters. And a bomber. It's a 34% battle for him. So we're going to go ahead and leave it like that. Oh, wait a minute. We're actually going to have... We're actually going to have 14 infantry, so he's not going to be able to take it. I should move less and give him a 50-50 battle. No, I'll move that. That's fine. Alright, we put 4 infantry into the Caucasus, and we put 5 infantry into Russia. Alright. Alright, we still have enough IPCs to buy 7 more infantry next turn, which we're going to need. I think Japan may move to Africa. Because these transports here, he doesn't have enough to support building 10 guys a turn, and that's not... it's not like going to have extra transports with nobody to fill. No guys to fill them. So I'm guessing that these 2 transports here, or at least 1, are going to go to Africa. And then the Axis will completely control Africa. That would be my guess. So it's imperative that we start landings on the back end of Germany right away. Alright, that is the end of Russia round 3, and I'll see you guys back for USA round number 3. Alright, United States round number 3. So we lost India. We did actually take Ukraine, though, with the United Kingdom. And we have some people in Persia, which might be enough to go and defend Africa or stack Kazakh, which will probably end up stacking Kazakh. So we can't stage in Sea Zone 3 to get a good shot going because of the 6 planes and a bomber that are sitting in Northwestern. So we're going to sack a transport anyway, though, to take Norway. So we'll take Norway, and then we will take out Libya. And then we will attack Kazakh. Let's see here. Germany stacked West Russia. We did the math. We don't have enough to take it back, especially with the Japanese planes. So they're doing well acting in coordination. And Africa, it's going to be touch and go with Africa. But we're actually going to land some more guys in Africa and move the planes over here to French Equatorial Africa, I think, to deal with this here. So that's it. We just bought another transport, 2 more artillery, 2 more infantry, and 2 fighters. We're going to have the 2 fighters go to eastern United States so they can go meet with the aircraft carrier in C-Zone 10. So we will take this tank and 1 guy. Oh, that's for the non-com. Sorry, we're not attacking anything. I think that's all the combat we're going to do. All right. All right, combat went pretty well. We didn't lose anybody, so I'm going to take our bomber and put it into Russia. Okay, we're going to take our tank and all these guys and put them here in Equatorial Africa. And we'll send the planes down there to meet with them. We will send this transport back up to 10. They'll take a tank and a guy. Go back down to 23. And land 2 more units in Equatorial Africa. We'll send the tank over here. These 2 guys, this guy, and the AA gun. We'll move 2 transports up there. The destroyer and the battleship will go there. Our destroyer will go, let's see here. Ooh, our bomber can hit that. So let's send our battleship down there, and we'll send 1 destroyer down there. We'll send our aircraft carrier. We'll send that over there as well. All right. All right, let's see. 7, so I think I need to move 1 guy here. Because I'm going to have 4 transports there, right? I'm not sure. Maybe not. All right. All right, we're going to mobilize our fighters. Our transport. Artillery and our infantry into eastern United States. And then for Russia, we are going to buy 7 infantry. Alrighty. He has no tanks in here anymore, right? Okay, so he took India, so he has no tanks. So let's move. Down there with 2 guys. And then we'll go over here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the combat phase. That's why I can't do that. Let's see. I don't think there's any other combat we can do. So let's not do it. Alright. We'll send our tanks up to Russia. We'll send our planes up to Russia. Artillery. And we'll send 2 guys and 9 guys back up to Russia. We'll send this guy to Kaz. We will put 1 guy there and send 6 guys into Russia. That should be enough to hold for 1 more turn. I'm not exactly 100% sure. Now that we only have 19, we can only buy an artillery and 5 guys, so our money is running really thin for Russia. So we'll have to see what we got at the end of this turn. So that's going to do it for round 3 and the start of round 4. And I'll see you guys back for America, round number 4. All right, USA round number 4. So the state of the board is we're in pretty desperate times. They took India. They stacked Karelia. They stacked France. And we're really not in range of Germany in order to hit it. So, and Japan is going to take Hawaii next turn, which will give them 9 cities. So unless we can crack one of these other victory cities, we're going to lose the game at the end of round 5. So, we're in a pretty bad way. But we got to set up to try to capture 1 or more victory cities next turn. So I went ahead and bought an industrial complex for Norway, 4 infantry and 4 artillery. My plan initially was to put them in East Coast United States, which I probably will anyway, some of them. And then we're going to try to set up to take Karelia and to take Italy next turn. So our combat, we'll take it with 1 guy. We'll take that. And give us a little bit of money back. And then we'll take this back for United Kingdom. Japan is also set up to hit Africa, so we're going to lose. Africa is going to be contested, but it's not going to matter if we don't take a victory city or 2 by the end of next turn. So I think that's all the combat I want to do. So let's get that done. Alright. So for the non-com, we're going to have our 2 guys, an artillery and our tank, and our 2 fighters are going to go there. Where else can our 2 fighters go? Actually, what about Gibraltar? Let's put them there. Alright, we're going to have this guy go forward. We are going to have 1 artillery and 1 infantry go to Sea Zone 13 and go to Gibraltar. We'll move our destroyer, our aircraft carrier, and our battleship. And these fighters will go to 13. We're going to move these guys forward. And then we're going to send we'll do 2 artilleries and 2 guys. And move over to Finland. We're going to send a tank and an artillery and infantry down to 13. And go to Gibraltar. We're going to move these guys up. We're going to move these guys over. We're going to have the destroyers move up there. We'll have an aircraft carrier move up there. We'll have these 2 fighters move up there. And then we'll send the cruiser over to 13. And where were those destroyers at? We'll send 1 there and 1 there. Actually, our cruiser should go up here. So we can use it to bombard if we need to. And then both of the destroyers can go there. And then this transport will go up here. Our sub will go down here. Our bomber will go to Gibraltar. So we can hit Italy. Or Germany. So actually, let's send one of these other transports up here. So we can pick up some of these guys if we need to. Actually, hold on. Okay, let's take our AA gun. Go up to 3 and drop it in Finland. This guy's going to Russia. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, our industrial complex goes there. Let's put them all here. Alright. For Russia, we're going to buy... three tanks. We're just going to buy 3 tanks. And we're not going to do any combat with Russia. I would love to go in here. Yeah. I don't know how this is going to work out. Probably not very good. Well, we're not going to do any combat, though. Move one guy there. One guy back to Novo. 3 guys back to Russia. And I think that's it. All right, that's going to be the end of round 4 and the beginning of round 5 for Russia. We're probably going to lose this round, so I'll see you for USA and see what we have to do to stay in the game. Or it'll be the end of the game. But I'll see you back for USA round number 5. Alright, welcome back. This is the end of the game. Unfortunately, it was another quick game. Only lasted 4 rounds. But as you can see by the board, Axis was firmly in control of this game. They had Africa, India. They already had production ramped up in the East Indies, and probably the straw that broke the camel's back was Germany was able to wipe UK's fleet in Sea Zone 8 with 4 fighters and a bomber. Took out all of our transports, a couple destroyers. I don't remember what exactly we had in there. Let me look here. 3 destroyers, a cruiser, and 3 transports. Probably should have defended that better, obviously. I could have moved some of the stuff from 13 to put it here, but realistically, we had he had all the victory cities pretty much locked in. I guess we could have hit... Oh yeah, that's right. I did set up to try to hit Italy this turn as kind of a desperation move, but Japan was going to take Hawaii, and that would have been 9 out of 9, and then maybe we could have taken Italy for 1 turn. Probably not Karelia. Once we lost the UK fleet, it was going to be very, very hard. We couldn't do a 1-2. We thought about doing a 1-2 either on Karelia, probably on Karelia, or maybe even Germany. But it was not going to happen after we lost the UK fleet there. So it happens. Sometimes these games go long, and sometimes these games go really short. So that's going to be the end of this game and also the end of this video. Again, if you want to participate in these unofficial community games, go over to Mannix's Discord server. The link is in the description. And you'll see we announce these games every now and then. And then we do try to get as many new players as possible to join in. So head over there, check it out. And if you want to play in one of these games, we'll be happy to have you. So that's the end of the game and the end of this video. And I will see you guys back in another video.